For the last 5 years, we've heated our farm shop exclusively with natural gas. Today, all of that changes. We are going to be installing our very first wood-burning stove, one from my childhood, and heating our shop with it. And doing it all on a budget. Good morning, everybody. It's getting cold out there. Our shop that we've had for the past 5 years is equipped with 2 radiant heaters. And they work. Not going to tell you that they don't. But it never really gets warm inside the shop in the winter time, especially when it starts blowing gusts of wind outside and we move things in and out of the shops. We have the big doors open. It cools down in here really quickly. And as farmers, our whole winter is just working on projects here in the shop. So we've been in the market for some other heat source, something besides the radiant heaters, which works so well when the shop is packed full of big metal things like excavators and tractors, but I'm not standing in front of a radiant heater warming my hands. And so we have been on a treasure hunt, looking for a secondary heat source for the shop, something that will really warm you to your core. And the other day, we found just the thing. In a junkyard of all places. Look what we found sitting in a junkyard. We're driving on by and I saw something kind of out of the corner of my eye. And like I said, we've been looking for a wood burning stove for quite some time. I saw something and I immediately knew it looked familiar. We found the perfect wood burning stove to put in our shop because this stove is just like the one that I grew up with in my childhood home. The one that I remember, the feeling, that crackly wood fire, that fire that heats you all the way through your body. We found the same one. We're going to be able to get this up and running to heat our shop with. Now, this thing is a little bit rusty and it's missing some of the emblems on the front, but the huge win for this is that the blower is still at least attached with the cord. Now, like I said, we picked this up at a junkyard, so I'm not really sure if it's even going to work, but it doesn't matter because I just have such vivid memories of this stove, so I'm hopeful and excited that we can get it up and running again. This is so sketchy, but it is dangling. It is officially off the bed of the pickup.
I love these wood handles. Someone probably burned themselves and made do.
They turn though.
Yeah.
All right, let's drive the pickup forward. Officially out of the back of the truck. These are airways right here, but there used to be, I don't know if they were ceramic. They had like crisscross patterns on it. And then there was a blaze fire emblem here. That's missing. Okay.
Still full of ash.
Still full of ashes, need to be cleaned out. Doesn't look half bad in there. Happy the door still works. It's still got like the little seal around the edge. That's nice, they turn easily too. Nice homemade handles. We had a lift over here recently and cleaned the heaters, so they're a little bit quieter, but I guess our controls have not gotten any better.
I still have yet to install this, which is probably 2 bolts. I just need to do it.
How long has that box been sitting there by the door? Years.
Well, yeah, and I disconnected the old one. I don't know where it goes. So right now I just do this when I want warmth.
That is how you turn the heaters on.
It is super convenient. Like, I'm not chopping any wood, I'm not hauling any wood, I'm not building any fires, but I'm also not getting that warm. So we have 2 tube heaters in our shop, one here and one over there, and it all runs from natural gas that comes in through the back wall, which is great and convenient and actually fairly cheap. but I think our wood stove can heat the shop for even cheaper and be more warm.
And you have to admit, there's something just extremely cozy about building a wood fire. I would know that because that is what my dad spent my whole childhood doing. I don't think we ran any heat air in our house all winter. Every morning, Dad would just build a fire, and it was the coziest thing to wake up to. In fact, I think there were some times where our house got up to 80, 90 degrees, especially if you were really close to the stove. And so I have fond memories of just being in shorts and a t-shirt inside all winter long and having to go outside and jump in the snow because it got so hot inside of our house. I want to be able to be in a t-shirt and shorts working out here in the shop. Doesn't that sound nice?
I'm down.
I think it sounds nice. But before we can actually build a fire, there's lots of stuff that has to happen first. And the first thing, which I think is the most obvious, is we pulled this out of a junkyard. I have no idea where this has been, where it came from, who used this last, and so I think it is in need of some good cleaning.
It still has ashes in it.
Yeah, there's some cleaning that needs to happen first. Let's do that. After some YouTube video watching and research, here's our supplies. Some Scotch-Brite pads. I think I'm supposed to have denatured alcohol, but all I had in the house was isopropyl alcohol. And then this stuff, which is surprisingly hard to find. Raven Black stove polish. This is gonna be our secret sauce. What a nice rolly cart.
This thing is super heavy. I think we need to clean all of the ash out of it and then get all this rust off here and kind of like re-season this thing. This thing looks like it was well used, but I don't think it's actually rusted out. But we need to get all this rust off, clean it off, and then put that stove polish on it.
I think we can make it look really nice. My gloves are stuck together. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? All right. Scotch-Brite pads to the rescue. I'm really nervous. Like I said, we got this thing from a junkyard, and so there was no opportunity to like talk to a previous owner or figure out where it was, or if this was used outdoor or indoor in someone's shop or garage or office. Hey, this is actually kind of working. Should I be wearing a respirator? If you think that, you should probably do it, I suppose. I am so excited to finally have a wood-burning stove back in my life. And I know for a fact that my dad and mom and siblings are gonna wanna come over and experience the joy of heat that comes from a wood-burning stove. If you've never experienced a wood-burning stove, there's really nothing like it. The only way to describe it is like it's different than just being warm. It's like it actually warms the inside of your body. You're warm to your bone. Oh, much better.
I would say it's probably not a good idea to ever put ashes in a trash can, but there hasn't been a fire here in years, so I think it's okay.
That's a great point.
It's nice that there's such a big opening in this door. I can get a full-size shovel in here.
Yeah, what we need now is we need some accessories. We need like what do you call the
blower?
like a billow? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
A billow? You know what I'm talking about.
Looks like somebody spilled something on there.
Mm-hmm. Something splashed. I'm just excited to get to the polishing part.
Look at these wood handles. Let me get some of those spring handles.
Yeah, that can't be safe.
Those are junk. Look at that one. Someone was in a pinch though and had a good idea. Yeah, let's put wood handles on a stove.
Next step. Let's see if we can actually clean this thing.
For a good example, it's very rusty up here.
And the idea is that this does not leave behind a residue. It will all evaporate. Ooh,
Yuck.
gross. Okay. Boy, this stuff stinks. It looks good though. Doesn't totally get rid of the rust.
It'll be a nice
But-
surface for the stove polish to adhere to.
Exactly. Just want to get every area with this, pick up anything that we can. I'm just using a microfiber cloth for this. Get in all those little cracks and crevices.
See on the back here is the Blaze King stove. It's got a built-in blower.
That's gonna be nice. Heat this place up in no time. Finally, the step that I am most excited for, actually polishing this stove. Pretty sure the hardware store sold me a used product because there's no seal on it and it kind of looks like half of it is missing. But that's okay. I don't think we'll have to use all this anyways. We're just going to be applying this with, once again, just a regular microfiber cloth. But I wanted to use a black one to really show you how intense this paste is. This is not something you want to get on your clothes. It's kind of like a jelly liquid. Okay, here we go. Once we start, there's no going back. Ready?
Is it like a paint?
Oh, that's
Is it
nice.
like just straight up oil?
I'm...
Oh, that's gonna look super nice.
Yeah, okay. No, the ingredients, maybe I don't want to know the ingredients. Graphite, wear gloves, non-toxic, water-based.
It's just liquid graphite.
Yeah, apply with a cloth.
That looks so much better. Compare the rust to the...
Yeah, I haven't even really done any of it yet.
Man, this was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be like an all-day project.
This is nice.
We're getting this thing whipped into shape.
And it feels like this polish is just seeping into the pores in the metal. Just eating it up.
Boy, we could throw this thing up on Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100.
We could flip this. I'm excited to have this in our shop.
Since we got it from the junkyard, we pretty much got it for scrap value. They just took a couple 100 pounds off our total weight and said, "Merry Christmas, it's yours."
Pretty good Christmas present. Heat in the shop. Can't complain about that one bit. Look at that front. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
Yes.
Exactly what I was hoping it would look like.
Well, we saved another piece of iron from the junkyard.
That seems to be the theme around here.
Like, it's far from brand new, but man, it looks...
For a shop use, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, finish this up and then we just have to actually install it.
That's gonna be a job. We have 18-foot tall ceilings in here. So I think I've called in a favor from a friend with a lift. He's gonna come
Well,
outside.
I know I'm not getting on a ladder, so yeah.
At least this just sits on the ground.
Yeah, that's nice. Our lift has arrived to install the stove.
Oh hell, that wasn't bad.
It's not that heavy?
No.
Oh, okay. That's good.
There? Yeah.
This is the last time you'll see it just sitting unattached like this. Got to get everything out of here first, though, if it starts.
Didn't start.
Well, good news. I think the lift is big enough. All I know is this is way better than me being on a ladder. Here's the rest of our parts. This is what's going to actually connect our stove to our chimney up through the ceiling. What's this?
A plumb bob.
And this is how we know where we're supposed to be?
Come this way a little bit. Okay, come back or towards the back wall a little bit.
Are you trying to center this?
Yeah.
A plumb bob.
That looks about right.
Just something dangling from a string.
Okay. I'll chop it down. We've got this more than a foot away from the back wall, and this is just tin. There's no actually combustible wall materials, but it's still like to keep it a good foot away. So
Plenty of distance. Stove from a junkyard, and every other piece came from Menards.
Yeah, the insulation will be, yeah. Right there. But what I'm hoping, we'll figure out how to put stuff that makes it screw from the roof.
oh,
Just from this, just to keep it from, because otherwise there's no way
to hold that
to
up.
hold this. You want to just step it?
That thing works pretty good.
That's incredible. Look at that.
That's the way to go.
I'm impressed.
Cutting a hole in her.
Do I see daylight? I see a little bit of daylight.
You trying your saws off?
I tried that. We're cruising.
Now we're talking. Well, Grant, it was this or a ladder to the roof, huh?
I think we're still gonna have to put a ladder on the roof. That's actually pretty good insulation. I never really knew how good the insulation was here. We didn't build the shop, but I mean, that's some good R value. Almost through.
Yeah. The blade is short, the rib is tall.
Our building has a sunroof now.
Have you done this before? No. Hey, it looks like you're doing a good job.
I've cut holes in the roof, yeah, but I never put a fireplace. I didn't know I was supposed to tell you that.
You're the right man for the job.
There's a first for everything, I suppose.
There you go. Okay, we're going through the roof.
Does it fit?
What are we be wrong.
No, we never slid through this. But I think, so we put this ring up here. That's it.
Well, you slipped it over, didn't you?
We got a
Or
hand.
do we gotta do it from above?
I'm gonna get some stuff real quick. There we go.
That's better. That looks good. I love it.
You screw it together?
Yeah. 1, 2.
Oh, there we go. Okay, come back and look at that.
Oh, that's much better. I think I can get this. I'm gonna work from this way.
Look at it from all the angles before we make any screwing.
I can feel the heat already.
Oh, absolutely. It's warm. Or maybe you're just standing by Grant. That makes for a pretty secure ladder, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get all my screws straight. Trying out some DeWalt tools today.
How does it feel compared to the Milwaukee?
I don't know. I think I'm a Milwaukee guy.
Yeah, me too.
The final piece is on. We got 2 whole tubes of silicone in the bottom. What do you think, Gainer?
It's a beaut, Clark. And something happened right here.
Yeah, I think
I think you cut at your deer right there.
let's go put some wood in this thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
All done with the lift out here. Loaded up, sending it on its way. Now we can focus our attention inside. I was a little skeptical at first with the install, but it turned out so well. I can't wait to start the first fire in this thing. Good news, we no longer have a hole in the roof of our shop. It has all been filled in with the proper fittings and pipes. We have a beautiful shiny silver chimney that goes up through the roof, and that connects down with all of this tubing that I put together. There is a damper right here, and then it connects so nicely into the stove. Everything is polished, it's been placed, it's been screwed, it's been adjusted and measured. All of the install and the wait is finally over, and with the doors being opened and the heaters being off, it's getting pretty chilly in here. So the moment that we've all been waiting for, it is finally time to actually start a fire in this fireplace for the first time in who knows how long. And I, for one, am ready to get warm. It's been a while since you guys have seen little Larry Loader, and I think he's about to find a new job for himself on the farm. We don't really have a good place to stack wood yet. So for now, we are going to be stacking wood in the bucket, and then this is what we're going to be using to go actually retrieve wood. We don't have any newspapers. We don't receive a newspaper in the mail, but what we do have is some old greasy shop rags. So that's what we're going to be using as our starter, as well as some wood shavings that we pulled off of our split logs. I haven't started a fire in a long time, so we'll see how this goes. While you're watching, be thinking about what we need to add to our setup. Do we need some kind of hearth? What do you guys recommend for wood burning stove accessories? I feel like we need some kind of poker, maybe a grabber, maybe an air squeezer. I'm not sure. We have a blank canvas right now. So if you have any ideas, be sure to let us know. All right. It's been a long time since I've done this, and usually Dad would take lead on projects like this, so we'll see how I'm going to do. Everything is nicely cleaned out. We've got a great workspace here, and I think I'm going to start with a couple logs in here. build myself a little bit of a base, but I'm gonna prop them up so there's airways in between the logs. Firewood is nice and dry, so that's good. I like the look of these because there's lots of little splintered off pieces. I feel like those will catch fire really well. Now, in between my cracks and crevices, I'm going to stuff some of my kindling. I feel like we can do better than a cardboard box, but it's what we're working with for now. It's like building a structure in here. It's like I said, it's been a long time since I've done this, so there might be better ways. So if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. I'm just gonna work with what I know for now.
Like that one video, your dad giving you all that.
That used to be a big life lesson. When we were lighting fires, Dad would say, okay, now what do you do if you're at someone's house and they're playing with matches? And you'd say, we have to run to you and say, Dad, I see a match. Dad used to let us light all the fires. Very fond memories of winters at home. All my siblings, great times.
It's like a little squirrel has been here building a nest. Laura's the expert fire person around here. We never had a fireplace in my home growing up. I've always wanted one, so now I get one in my shop.
All right, I got some matches, but before we actually light this thing up, I want to show you how cold it is inside, how cold it is outside, and the temperature of this stove before we light a fire. And then once it's been going for a while, we can compare our temperatures. Inside here, the stove is 59.2 degrees. Tractor is 58.8 degrees. This thing's fun to play with. I like this. And outside, be prepared, put your coats on. The trailer out here is 34.5 degrees. Chilly. Let's warm this place up, shall we? All right, ready? Got some nice long matches. My striker. Damper is open. So I want to create a nice draft of warm air going outside instead of the cold air coming inside. Okay, first fire in this stove. Here we go. Got our first paper towel lit. And a second one. Let's see if our wood will catch. The match in there. I might only need one match. Just gotta get this kindling going. I don't know about you, but I feel warmer already. This is great. Small stuff's definitely burning. We just got to get that big stuff to catch. Now I see why my dad always kept a chair by the fire. I don't know if we're going to get any work done in the shop now. I'm just going to be sitting here working on tending to my fire. This might have been bad for productivity, Grant.
The chimney's working. There's no smoke in here yet.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's nice. Sounds cool.
There we go. Now I think we got it going. I think we have a lot to learn. I can feel the heat though.
Feels better in here already.
Feels good.
Look at that fire. Wow.
Our new pipe is heating up.
Steamy. We're roaring now.
Is that all the paint burning off?
I don't know.
I'm glad that's not in the house.
Yeah, me too.
What's the temperature at? Where's that temperature gauge?
$179.
Still got a little ways to go.
Up the pipe, we're looking.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Go all the way to the top. Okay, so it cools down significantly.
Cools down up top. Middle of our pipe, it's 318 degrees.
Don't touch that.
370. Interesting. How hot's fire?
Whoa.
Unreadable. It's hot. So the question is, how much wood are we gonna go through? We're gonna keep this thing ripping all day long.
Well, I think once we close the door, it'll slow down quite a bit.
We're gonna need to build up a supply before it snows.
I think we got some learning to do.
Our fire has been built and is slowly growing. But you know what we haven't done, Grant? Plugged in the blower.
Oh yeah. Man, I wish this tube, we should have built it to go all the way across the shop and then out so we could spread that heat all the way to the other side. Has anyone ever done that? I've always just seen chimneys go straight up, so that's what we did, but like, this tube is hot. We should have had this thing running all the way around the shop and then out.
I don't know. Look at that fire. It's ripping in there. I can already feel it heating up. We might need to get some kind of humidifier for the shop.
I really want a glass door. So this is kind of an industrial style wood stove, but a glass door so I can see it would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be nice. All right, plug the blower in. I couldn't believe the cord was still intact.
Oh yeah,
Is it warm?
it's warm.
Oh, that is nice. Look at that. Woohoo! Honestly, I feel warmer already. And shall we just do a little bit of a comparison? Stovetop, 525 degrees. It's about 325 degrees on our pipe. Up at the top, we're at 103 degrees. Let's compare the tractor. The fire's probably only been going for about 20 minutes. 60.8. I don't think it's warmed up much, but I sure know I have. 87 degrees. Ooh. I'm starting to feel nice and cozy. I think I'm gonna have to have my family over to remind them of the good old days when we heated our whole home with this. But for now, this is going to be our winter. So like I said, if you have any suggestions or ideas for us, the last time I did this, I was about 10, 11 years old, so I'm pretty rusty. So I would take all the suggestions and help that you guys have to offer. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you stay warm and cozy this winter, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.